Hello, welcome to my channel. In the last lecture, we have seen the slope form of a straight line. Basically, we have started straight line and we have seen how to calculate the slope of a straight line, what are the equations of the axis. Now, let me see the different forms of the equation of a line, and I'm starting with the general form. So, the general form of writing a straight line is ax plus by plus c equals 0. This is general form. Now, if I say in this, a is the coefficient of x, b is coefficient of y, and c is basically a constant. Whereas a, b, c can be any real number, but a and b together at the same time can not be 0. They can be 0 like individually. A can be 0, but b should not be 0 at the same time. Now let me see what will happen if either of these values are 0. Say for example, the first one, if a is 0 in this case. If a is 0, if I put a 0, I'll get by plus c equals 0. And this is the equation of a line parallel to x-axis. Obviously, if I put b is 2. B is 2 and C is 3 in this equation, so it will be 2y plus 3 equals 0, or y is equals to minus 3 over 2. Y equals something is always an equation which is parallel to x-axis. Second case, when b equals 0. When b equals 0, if I put b equals 0 in standard form, I'll get ax plus c equals 0, which is a line parallel to y-axis. Line parallel to y-axis. Same if I put a equals say 3, c equals 4, so I'll get 3x plus 4 equals 0, or x equals minus 4 over 3, and x equals a constant number is always a line parallel to y-axis. Third is when c equals 0. This is our third case. When c equals 0. When c equals 0, it will be ax plus by equals 0, and this is a line passing through origin. Say if I say a is 2, b is 3, so my equation will be 2x plus 3y equals 0. And if I plot this, say for example, if I do 3y equals minus 2x and y is equals to minus 2x over 3. So when I put x equals 0, I'll get y equals 0. So 0, 0 is your origin, which means definitely this line will always pass through origin. Doesn't matter what's the value of a and b. If you put x equals 0, you'll always get y equals 0. 0 comma 0 is your origin, and that means this line always passes through the origin. So this is about the standard form. And what will happen if a, b or c are non-zero? But again I'll repeat, a and b together can never be 0, because if a and b become 0, your equation will be c equals 0. It's not a straight line. Now second is a slope form. Slope form is the most common used form, which is y is equals to mx plus c. Whereas m is your slope and c is intercept. So suppose if I draw a straight line, say this line. So here in this straight line, my slope will be, I need to take any 2 points. So say for example, if I take this point and this point. So change in y over change in x will give me slope, that is my m, and intercept is this part, which means the distance from the origin or from the x-axis to the y-axis, like from where this line is passing or cutting the y-axis. This line is basically cutting the y-axis here. Say for example this point be 0, 2. So what is this distance from the origin? That is 0, 0. This is 2. So your intercept is 2. If I draw another line, say this line, we need to see the point where it's cutting the y-axis, and this line is cutting the y-axis at this point. Say this point be 0, 8. So what its distance from origin? It's 8. So my intercept will be 8 here. That is C. So this is the slope form. Now let me see one question. Okay, now see this question. It says the equation of a line which makes 30 degrees of angle with x-axis and cuts an intercept of 5 from y-axis. Find the equation of the line. So definitely if it's talking about the intercept and the angle with the x-axis, if you remember in the last lecture I told you, if a line is making an angle with the x-axis, the tan of that angle will give you the intercept, which means if this line is actually making 30 degrees with the x-axis, 30 degrees of the x-axis, which means suppose these two are axis and this is straight line, and it's cutting intercept of 5 here and making 30 degrees with the x-axis. That means 30 degrees with the x-axis. So you need to find the equation of this line. So if this happens, then tan of this angle will actually give you intercept. That is, slope. It will give you slope. So tan 30 is 1 over root 3. So your slope is 1 over root 3. And intercept, that is C, is given as 5. So clearly we need to apply the slope form, which is y equals mx plus c. Just put these values. Y is equals to 1 over root 3x plus 5, or root 3y plus x plus 5 root 3, or either you can leave it like this, or you can write root 3y minus x is equals to 5 root 3. So this is your final equation. So this is also correct and this one is also correct. But you have to see which form you have to apply, and since they are talking about the intercept and the slope, you need to apply the slope form. If you want some more help, I have already made one video on straight line and I have attached the link. So you go to the description box and click on that. You'll get the basic idea of the starting of the straight line. Now the next is the intercept form. So intercept form is not that you can say commonly used, but still it's very much easy to find the coordinates of a straight line. Actually, where it's cutting x-axis and y-axis, if you want to know that, intercept form is way more simpler and you can say preferable. So intercept form is written as x over a plus y over b equals 1. So basically, how you can convert a straight line into intercept form is, say for example, it's given as 2x plus 3y is equals to 6. So what we want 1 on right hand side. So I'll divide 6 to both the sides. This number, whatever be on the right hand side, your constant, your c, you need to divide that one. So divide 6, 6, 6. You'll get x over 3 plus y over 2 equals 1. You can see this is your intercept form, and here a is 3, b is 2 and c is 1. So this is how you can convert a given straight line into its intercept form. The thing is, now what is the use of converting a straight line into intercept form? Let me see that. Actually, as the name suggests, intercept form, this form is actually used to know about the intercepts of x-axis and y-axis. So here a is actually the intercept on x-axis. This is intercept on x-axis. and this is intercept on y-axis. So once I know that A is intercept on x-axis while B is intercept on y-axis, I can easily draw this one on graph. So this is my axis. It's given that 2 is intercept on x, 3 is intercept on x-axis, so this is 3, 0. 2 is intercept on y-axis, so 0, join these two lines. This will give you the straight line. So it's very easy to draw the straight line once you know its intercept form, once you know the intercepts of x-axis and y-axis. Now it has become very easy for us to calculate the area of this one. Once you know this, you can easily calculate the area of this part under the curve. That is, it's a triangle, so it's half times this base, which is 3, and height, which is 2. That is 3 centimeters squared, whatever the unit is. This is your area. Or in terms of A and B, the straight line is half A times B. This is area under this straight line. Second, you can easily calculate the length of the intercept, that is length of this and this. By applying the coordinate geometry, we can do that, which is, if I say this is A, this is B, so AB is equals to root A squared plus B squared. Now let me see one question. The question says the equation of a line is given as 3x plus 2y is equals to 12, and you need to find the area under this straight line. So very first thing is we need to find the coordinates, or you can say the intercept, and let me convert this into intercept form. So dividing both the sides by 12, you'll get x over 4 plus y over 6 is equals to 1. 4 is your intercept on x-axis and 6 is intercept on y-axis. And we know directly we can use the formula half AB. So this will give me half times 6 times 4, which is 12. 12 units or 12 centimeters squared is the area. Or we can show it on diagram if I sketch this. So clearly intercept, it's 4 here and it's 6 there. Join these two, you'll get a straight line. And yeah, this is a triangle, so area under curve, this is half base times height, which is half times this part is 6 and this part is 4. So you'll get 12 centimeters squared. If the question is find the length of the line, that is AB, so we know it's root A squared plus B squared. So it's root 4 squared plus 6 squared, 16 plus 24, and you'll get root 40. So this is your final answer. You can say this is the length. Now the next part is how to calculate the equation of a line when one point is given or when 2 points are given. That means when a line is passing through a single point or when a line is passing through 2 different points, how can you calculate the length, or you can say the equation of the straight line. So this is known as one point form or point slope form, you can say. Point slope form is, as I told you, is used when one point is given and you have to calculate the equation of the straight line. The formula is y minus y1 is equals to m times x minus x1. y1 and x1 are the points given. Now let me take an example. Suppose it's given, it's a straight line, but one point on the straight line is 2, 1, and you need to calculate the length of the or equation of the straight line when the slope is given as 3. Or they'll give you that this straight line makes 60-degree angle with the x-axis, so directly they will give you the slope. So how will you form it? Y minus this point y1 1 m is 3 times x minus x1, this point 2. So y minus 1, 3x minus 6, or y is equals to 3x minus 6 plus 1, y is equals to 3x minus 5. This is your required straight line. So definitely, if slope is given, already a slope is given and one point is given, or the angle is given, that this line is making some angle with the x-axis, this point is given and a single point is given. In this case, you're supposed to use point slope form or one point form. Now let me see the 2-point form. In 2-point form, they'll give you only two different points. No slope is given because you are supposed to calculate the slope in this case. So 2-point form. It's y minus y1, this remains the same. But since here m is not already given to us, so in place of m we need to use the formula of slope, which is change in y over change in x. That is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 times x minus x1. So in this case, a slope and one point is given, m is given, and x1 comma y1 are already given. In this case, two different points are given, x1 y1 and x2 y2. Now let me take one example. It says find the equation of a straight line which passes through two different points, which is 2, 3 and 4, 6. So what we need to do is, first I name this x1 y1, this be x2 y2, and just put this value in the equation or in this form. So y minus y1, which is 3, equals y2 minus y1, so y2 is 6, y1 is 3, x2 is 4, x1 is 2, times x minus x1, so x minus this x1, 2. Y minus 3, it's 3 divided by 2, x minus 2. Or if I cross multiply, I'll get 2 times y minus 3 is equals to x minus 2. 2y minus 6 is equals to x minus 2. 2y is equals to x minus 2 plus 6. 2y is equals to x plus 4. This is your required straight line. Or divide both the sides by 2, will get y is equals to x over 2 plus 2. So this is how you can use 2-point form and point slope form according to what is already given in the question. So that's it for today actually, and in the next video we'll continue the straight line. And if you want one-to-one tutoring, the address of my site is already mentioned. I have mentioned it in my description box. Okay, so like that's it. Stay tuned. Thank you.